To episode 2 of the Minecraft series. I'm going to see in the last episode we built our starter house, which is directly behind us. We'll show you around that in a second. But in this episode we got a couple of things we need to take care of. As you can see, our whole situation, particularly the most, the greatest right now. So we need to wait on this wheat to grow here, and we also need to build ourselves some farms here in terms of our animal pens and stuff like that. We can also then get food from, and other terms and other materials and whatever. So we're going to build some maybe circular pens that we can put some sheep, some cows, and obviously some pigs in and whatever. But one thing that we also have that we need to get done in this episode is I did some work off camera. As you can see, the staircase down here is gone in favour of what will be a trapdoor and then a ladder down here. And as you can see, I've excavated a small area here so far, and we have the idea of making 4 doorways here that lead to different rooms. Now, one of them will be a nether portal, one maybe be, I don't know, some more storage, or I don't know, some farms or whatever. Not sure we're going to put in these just yet, but all I know is one of them will be a nether portal. What I think I might do is make them farms, so we have a farm here, then a farm here. I've done it before on a wood before, and I think we'll have it so it comes straight down to the nether portal, then farms on either side. We'll probably have carrots, potatoes and wheat or something like that. That's something we're going to get done in this episode hopefully as well. Going to get that area done, but we'll need a lot of materials and stuff like that. So first of all, I feel like we need to do the animal pens. So let's build some animal pens there. I'm going to show you the process of building the first one probably, and then I'll show you the finished product once we build the rest of them. But I need to cut down these trees, get loads of materials, and build some wooden and circular pens here to contain some sheep, some cows. I believe there's a cow over there, and then obviously some pigs and chickens and whatever. So let's get that done to start this episode off. Okay, so as you can see here, I decided to make some small pens here, just something simple, some spruce logs designed with some spruce fences around the side, obviously so the animals can't escape. And yeah, as I mentioned, this is just something small, something simple for now. Obviously our needs aren't too, we don't need something too extravagant right now for our starting area and whatever in this world. But in what you'll see here, this is post commentary if you can't tell, because for some reason my audio didn't get recorded here. I'm not sure what happened. I think I did have the mic muted, I'm not too sure, but who knows. But I can see I then finished up the design, getting a spruce gate, and then decided to make a smaller one in distance for the chicken that is currently in that one. This person placed some spruce slabs on top of where the logs are currently, just add a little bit more design to it. As you can see, this is the area where I decided to build the second one. Just going around placing the spruce slabs there. You can see the smaller one over here we need to make a third one for some sheep, and that's something I will do later in this episode probably, because this is post commentary before I finish this. And yeah, as you can see, placing the spruce slabs on top, just add a bit more design. And I went and had a quick look around the area for some cows. You can see finding some cows to populate our cow pen for now. And yeah, obviously our needs aren't too extravagant. Obviously with the cows we can get leather, we can get food, so we can start working on the enchantment area. And down here is maybe a place where we could put the enchantment area. You can see we've got a quick basement design, and where the spruce is there, that'll be deep slate, just add a little bit more design, a little bit better contrast to the roof there. And like I can see, I've got 4 entrances so far. Now the plan either is to have 3 farms and a nether portal room, or maybe 2 farms, a nether portal and an enchantment room. That could be the plan. So we can continue to go down further in the basement to create more space and create more rooms. And the floor, I'm not too sure what to do with the floor. Possibly I'll make a decision later in the episode, but if I don't, feel free to let me know in the comments below what the floor design should be after you do later in the episode see the current design I do for the walls and the entrances. So I do get that done later in the episode. But before we head out, I decided to get some fish, because our food situation isn't great, and we do need to go on a small adventure so far, just to see what we can find, see if there's anything in our surrounding area we can come across, maybe a village, maybe anything like that. As before we went out on the adventure, I decided to quickly breed our animals so we can get more food and whatever in the future. Obviously feathers from chickens as well, and obviously eggs, so we can start making cake and stuff like that, and obviously get eggs for more chickens. And when I went on the adventure heading off into the inland into the map, sorry, to see what we can come across. And I'm going to cut back to actual recorded me in a second when I was actually recording this episode. Okay, so as you can see, I just had to do a little bit of exploring before we went mining, and one thing I've discovered is there's a village on top of that house, a village on top of that hill there. I believe that is a village anyway. It looks like a house. So we are going to go head over there real quickly, because obviously villagers have food that we can borrow from them. That's how we will word it. Obviously we can get some more crops on them, and we can see what the trades that they can do. So we're going to make a quick trek over there. By quick, I mean I'm going to walk all the way there. Our food supply is still not great. As you can see, you would have seen the clip of me going fishing. By fishing, I mean jumping in the water and killing some fish with my sword. But yeah, we're going to head over there and see what they have. So I'll come back to you once we're at the village, unless anything happens on the way. I shall show you. So one thing we have found is some berries, obviously in this biome there are berries and stuff like that along the floor, so that's pretty great for us. One thing I'm struggling to see is the village right up there. Okay, I thought for a second I got baited by a tree or something in the distance, but we have a village up here that we are almost at. It's kind of an interesting village. It's a mountain village. A lot of the villages I've found recently are more like this. I'm not sure why. They tend to generate more like this recently, but it is what it is. So we're going to explore this village, see what they have for us. Obviously, we're going to legally obtain everything we take, like that bed there. And if you wonder why I took that bed, it's because I forgot to grab my bed from my house, so we need a bed that we can sleep in for when it turns night time. Obviously right now we're not equipped to really survive the night, but as you can see, what I'm going to quickly do is put some torches in this area, because obviously we want to come back to this village at one point to do some villager trades, and if they're all dead, then that wouldn't be good for us. So we're going to light up the area down here and see what he has in his house. Nothing, but he has got some more wheat, as you can see here. Do we have any? Yeah, we do have some room for it, so we're going to take some wheat off him and turn it into bread. And we're going to take a few beets as well. Why not? We're not going to take all of them. Then we're going to be respectful to the village. We're going to leave them with some stuff. Got some coal here we can get, so we're going to do that real quickly. That's great. One piece. We're going to head up to the top level, the where I guess the more rich people live in this village, and they get to live at the houses on top of the hill, where they get to get the obviously great view of the area. But one thing I didn't do is have my map out for that final part of the journey. We will do that on the way back. This house, anything for us? No. What about this one? I went round. No, I didn't go around the wrong way. We actually have a stone cutter, but we already have one. Well, a stone cutter is easy to make it. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to leave it, because obviously this guy is a stonemason who wants 10 clay for 1 emerald and 1 emerald for 10 brick. Not bad trades, I believe, right? That isn't a bad trade. Got a wandering villager who's followed us all the way here. Let's see what those scams are. Okay, they are very much scams, as always. But we've got some hay bales over there that we can get. But one thing we're going to do is quickly head into this house, as it is turning night time. See what they have. Oh, some apples. A golden nugget, okay. Some potatoes. And we don't need any more oak saplings, but we'll take them for now, and they can have some... No, we'll keep the rotten flesh on us just in case we can trade it. But we are going to sleep in this house over here when it turns night time. Or we're just going to sleep in the surrounding area, so we need to put the bed in our inventory in our slot real quick. And I'm going to quickly explore the rest of this village, the other 2 houses, and show you if there's anything we need to, anything to document. And in this house, just more some apples and some oak saplings we would take. And down in this house over here, I just thought I'd just continue the clip actually in the end, because it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty quick to get to the other one. I'm going to run down here. We're going to put some torches over here actually, just again lighten up the area, just so no mobs spawn and attack our villagers. This village ain't too far away from our actual base, so it's pretty good that it is here. Just light up the area a little bit more, and then we are going to quickly sleep if it isn't night time just yet. So we're going to watch the sunset, and then we're going to sleep. So I'm just going to quickly, I guess, do a little time lapse of the sunset for you. Okay, so as you can see, the sun has basically set, so now we are going to sleep as it disappears behind that hill there. Not sure if I'll leave it into the episode, but if I do, then you know why it is in there. We're going to pick up this bed again, and one thing we could do is actually tame a cat whilst we're here. If we can get close enough to one, that'd be pretty smart. But this guy, it's that same guy from before. We are going to get, okay, decided to pen in the hay bales. I'm guessing they're used to them being stolen. So I guess it makes sense that they put them in the hay, in the fences, so people would know if they've been taken. But it's an interesting place where sugarcane has decided to grow up here. I guess the water, I guess it makes sense in a way, but it's interesting placement. We're going to take these hay bales and what have we got here? This is actually, I don't think I've ever seen a 4x4 villager thing before, like as in one of these before. I'm not sure I've seen a 4x4 one. We're going to take all but one carrot so they can obviously regrow them and whatever, because we don't need to take that many. We technically only need to take 2 from them, but we'll take more than that, because why not? We're just going to take these hay bales as well. And we're probably going to head back to the house, because we have a decent amount of food now.
Okay, and as you can see, on the way back to the base, I decided to see what the former villager trades were, so obviously we can obviously start trading with villagers and getting them upgraded to obviously then get our villager trading centre built and stuff like that. That's something I do want to build in the future. But on the way back here, we headed back via boats. It's the fastest way there. And in a second, we do go mining for some cobble deep slate, so we can start working on the basement. But I just wanted to show you the trek back. You can see our house there in the distance, looking pretty good. Obviously, we'll make some more designs around the future. And let's get into the mining segment of the video.
Okay, before we go mining, are we going to get lucky here with the eggs? We haven't been lucky so far for the last one. We haven't. I keep wondering about the cobblestones there to jump in there to get the eggs. And they were all bad to get, so I need to make I actually get some sheep to get some wool and stuff like that. But one thing we're going to do quickly is going to put the sand in here, and we're just going to put these in here for now, as well as our shears, because we don't need them, and our hoe. And we've got a bed on us. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. Obviously, my window open. It's fairly warm in the UK currently, so my window is open just to allow some air and whatever into the room. But we are going to go find some deep slate. Obviously, down here is a cave. That is why I've made this a quick clip here, because we need to obviously explore this cave. So we need to obviously get our way down. There we go. And then we need to connect to this here. Obviously, just make this a little bit safer by, you know, we'll leave it like that for now. So I don't think I'm going to afford to that, hopefully. What I'm going to do quickly is put some torches around the foreseeable area. Not foreseeable area, but the area where we are. So obviously nothing spawns. And tries to kill us. That'd be great. I'll place a torch there. We've got some copper here. Do we have any ores of use there? We've got some iron that we're going to take. Love to see that. Obviously, our plan is to continue this going down to y equals to levels where we obviously can get deep slate. So that is what we're looking to do here. So finding this cave was actually a huge help for us to keep going down. So we can just follow the cave down and continue the mine going that way, which is what we're going to do. After we get that iron, any more around us that we need to get? Let's see. Obviously, I don't want to miss any. If I do miss anything, let me know in the comments below, obviously. And put a timestamp as well if you can. So I can then go back into the video and make sure I did actually miss anything without going into the wall, and then obviously seeing that I didn't miss anything whatsoever. But we've got the iron there, and we've got the coal here that we can get. Obviously we need more coal, because we currently don't have the most amount of it, but we do have a skeleton coming our way, so we're going to keep an eye on him. He's somewhere around us. And our pickaxe is now broken, so we now only have 2 pickaxes left, which is 2 stone ones. Obviously we now have a lot more iron. Obviously if I forgot to get some water. I think, did I forget? No, I didn't. I did get some water. Luckily, I remembered that. I made a bucket to I can actually go there. It actually fairly smart to have it there. But as you can see, I made a bucket to get some water, and so obviously when we get mining, if we need to fall a long distance, if we can't build down, we can do so and get ourselves back up safely, which is fairly smart, obviously. And we're going to continue heading this way. Obviously, torches on the left meaning that's the way we need to go. Gold, can I pick that over an iron pick? I'm not too sure. I'm not going to try it though. Can't remember if you need an iron pick for that. But aha, some deep slate. That's what we want to see. You wonder why I want deep slate? It's because I want to use it for our next build, which is the basement downstairs. I want to use some deep slate, like bricks and stuff like that for it. And deep slate is something I do like to incorporate into builds all the time. So having deep slate is a huge win for us. We have found a cave here. kind of continues this way. So I'm going to break ourselves into it, place the torch down, and have a look here. There's kind of like a small ravine in a way. Interesting. Actually, a fairly decent sized cave. We might explore that one day. We're not going to explore that right now because obviously our plan is to get as much deep slate as we can. So I'm going to mine some deep slate here, and probably just fast forward it a little bit and show you guys me collecting it, and then cut back to you when I think we have enough to complete our building and get on to building the underground area, and maybe do a little bit of mining as well. So let's do that real quick.
And just real quickly, before I show you the basement design, I forgot to record it as part of audio. We did find, as you can see, a bunch of copper deeps, and then I decided to get working on the walls design and the entrance design. So let's show you what the final design was in a second.
Okay, so rather quickly here, I'm going to go down to the basement and show you the design I did go for. And one thing I would do need to mention is, yes, the ladder is not centered in the room below. It needed to be a 3x4 room just so we could have the room for the actual design of the walls, which is a bit annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So the ladder, as you'll see here, if we go here, it's not fully centered, but we can make it a 2x2 ladder to do that. That is something we can do, something I might do just to allow that to obviously be more centered. Just for OCD purposes and whatever, but as you can see, the design we went for is to make it a cobbled deep slate brick and a cobbled deep slate, or deep slate brick I should say, and brick stairs as well as a spruce, and obviously the spruce roof with the smooth slab. Cobbled deep slate. The floor, I'm not sure what to go for. Maybe bring in, I don't know if I want to bring in more cobbled deep slate, or maybe switch up the floors to something a bit more brighter, maybe some diorite maybe. But then again, would it clash too much with everything else being the spruce and cobbled deep slate? Maybe need to do cobbled deep slate floor. But again, I'm not too sure what I need to do for that. But the rooms here, what I should show you is they're going to go back to maybe this block here. They're going to be a fairly large room, maybe. I'm not too sure how large I'm going to make them. But behind each room here, one of them will be an enchantment room, which I think is going to be this one, just because it's easier to come down the ladder straight away and go into the enchantment room right here. And then behind that one will be obviously the nether portal. And on the either side here, we might make 2 farm rooms, maybe 2, as in by farm rooms I mean like crops and stuff like that. So we have like potatoes, maybe carrots, whatever, or wheat and whatever, and we can switch them around here and there, and we can maybe make them automated to the point where I just have to walk in, flush a switch, and then water comes down, pushes it towards us. We have hoppers, blowers here that we can go into, get the chests, and then get it out, or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, this is a room design so far, and I'll cut back to you once I've made it a little bit better and obviously dug out. Okay, so a few hours later, I've actually got a good amount of the basement designed, and it's been a few hours because I've had to mine a bunch of copper deep set and also build and stuff like that. We head down if it will let me. Here we go. We've got a basic floor design. Obviously, the room is not fully symmetrical. It's kind of annoying just the way it is because the actual house is not symmetrical on each side, so that's why the basement isn't, because I've built it to the roof and stuff like that. And as you can see, this side will be potato plants. We're going to obviously sort of flora in at the moment. This infinite pool of water here is going to get moved in the future. I'll just keep it there for now. Obviously underneath these is water, but I'm just leaving that now just in case I need it. And this room will be the nether portal. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to copy the water here, but with lava. So instead of having a normal glass, we can have a netherrack and stuff like that in the floor, just to make this room all nether designed, and just make it blend in a little bit more. I can see the nether portal is going to be in this size because, well, we don't have the most amount of room to work with, and I feel like this will be just good enough size anyway for it. And then we can obviously put netherrack in the floor, have it drop down a level as well, and have some stairs there maybe, and then obviously have lava in the walls and stuff like that, and then have red stained glass and a bunch of nether bricks and stuff like that, and obviously more deep slate. But this room here obviously is carrots, and if you wonder what happens there, we're going to put chests here, so we can obviously store the crops that we get from here. As you can see, you can hear the farm above me because that is the floor level there. And yeah, that's the basement design done so far. Obviously, let me know about ideas for this nether room. Obviously, when we have the obsidian to make it a portal, we will do so. Then we will gather material in the nether to put nether blocks in this room. But I do want to basically just imagine like a Stranger Things type thing, you know, I mean, like a room that's like red. You've got nether, like lava flowing in it. You've got like the red vines and stuff like that, and stuff along the floor. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm probably just going to freestyle it and then see what happens, but it'll happen later down the line. But we've got a good amount done so far in this episode. Obviously, I don't think I've got enough done for this episode just yet, but I don't know what it is I need to do next, because obviously we've got the farms done, got that built, got the basement basically designed, but one thing I might do is, I don't know what to do. I might go exploring for a bit, truth be told. I might go explore the world and upgrade our tools, actually, because we, when I was getting some deep slate, we actually found a good amount of iron. We now have 23 iron here, so we could get some iron tools going. We could get an iron sword and an iron pickaxe. That'd be great for us, obviously. And yeah, and that's what we might do for the rest of the episode. So obviously you'll find that in the next clip what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna now just chill for a bit and then pick up the recording later on in the day. So I'll see you when we go exploring. Okay, so as you can see, the sun is rising. There's a new dawn. There's a new day in this world. And as I mentioned last time round, we should go exploring. But first of all, I feel like it's time for us to upgrade a little bit. Maybe, do we upgrade now? I think we make ourselves at least a better sword at least, and then we can make some more stone pickaxes. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab some sticks here, and head upstairs, grab ourselves 2 pieces of iron. Obviously with a better sword we can defend ourselves obviously easier. Do we make an axe actually? No, let's make a sword for now. Save ourselves a little bit of iron, because obviously we don't have the most right now, but we can make an iron sword. So we now have advanced ourselves a little bit further. I'm gonna make 2 more stone pickaxes along the way, just so we have them. And yeah, we're gonna keep those there, keep that there, keep that there. And we have our spear bed on us. This can go in here for now. This chest is a little bit all just jumbled up right now. I'm going to sort that out in the future, obviously. I'm going to keep some sticks on us, and we should actually grab some more spruce logs just in case we need to make some torches and whatever along the way. Speaking of that, we're going to grab some. Let me just half it and put that there, and then maybe put some more away there. And then there we go. We'll take 28 with us. And I'm not sure where I want to go adventuring. Obviously, we have been over that way towards the village. And before we actually do this, I'm going to put the map in the top left there. But as mentioned, we've been over that direction towards the village that's over there. And I feel like I want to go that way maybe. So we're going to grab our boat real quickly. I'll grab the boat here. And we're going to start off on our adventure. And whatever we find, I will show you, obviously. If the boat wants to break, that'd be nice. Any day this week, there we go. And yeah, we're going to head off on the adventure. And anything I find along the way that I feel like I need to show you in this world, I will show you. So let's go on the adventure and see what we can discover. As this tree is now growing and it's now on the way, but let's go on the adventure and see what we can find. Okay, so as you can see, we made it pretty far on the map to the bottom left. And as you can see, we found what appears to be the entrance to hell, which is something we are going to explore real quick. I need to be careful here making my way down, obviously. We do have a bucket of water that we can use to get to the bottom of this deep, dark, cavernous hole that we see here. That could be taken out of context, but we're going to just roll with it. We're going to make our way down here. Let's see if there's any ores that we can get on the side before we head down to the actual main part of the cave. But it seems like there's actually branches off this way, so we're going to run in here, place a torch there, and then we're going to explore this side, and then get this seems to be going for a long way. That loops back round, so we're going to get this coal. But yeah, I'm going to cut to you when we actually find something of a note to show you, and yeah, let's see what we find in this huge cave we just found. Okay, so as you can see, we carefully made our way down, making a dirt staircase as far down as we can go. Probably would have been better using water, but you know, we can get back up, get our way back up that easily. Gonna place some torches around the area, find some lapis here, things just to see. So now we can obviously collect this. Luckily I did make those other 2 pickaxes because we're gonna need them. I found some more iron as well, which is quite fortunate as well, because obviously we need more iron. And yeah, we found some lapis there, which is obviously great. Some more iron there, love to see it. We're going to place another torch over here, so we obviously can see and know mob spawn and all that good stuff. And there's some more iron there, love that. Okay, so we clearly found a motherload of iron here. Oh, I'll say that, there's just 1 piece there. But it doesn't really seem like there's actually much here, as we get further down into this cave. As I thought there was going to be, but we get some iron. That's always worthwhile. Some more iron here. Some gold there. Unfortunately, we can't mine that. That's rather annoying, but obviously we don't have any. I mean, I could make a furnace and get a smelt this iron, which could be worthwhile. But yeah, we're going to keep it spawning around here. Going to also make sure that this is mob proof and no mobs spawn here and catch us off guard, because that would be obviously not great. That's a huge hole there that we don't want to go down just yet. Some lapis there. Place a torch there, and then place one further back here. Some redstone there. Luckily I did make, I think I did grab that coal that we left with before we got here, and also we found some more coal, so we can actually make more torches, because we are going to need them. Yeah, lucky they grabbed that wood. Obviously without the wood you can't make torches, but we're going to have to switch out to one of our other stone pickaxes that we made. And yeah, we're going to continue exploring the surfing. I'm going to cut back to you again if I find anything worthwhile, just in case it isn't worth the time. And yeah, we're going to have a look around and see where this all leads, and if it's worthwhile. There's some lava here. Looks like it's a dead end here, but obviously there is that other way down here. Sorry for my throat, it's a little bit sore, not sore but dry right now in a way, not sure why, but talking as much as I'm doing on videos is clearly taking its toll, as to be expected. But yeah, we're going to make our way down here using this water and see what we can find. Got some more torches, here. And we keep going. We're now down to minus 39, which is insane considering we were so high up before we even started coming down here. We have some iron there, love that. We're going to place another torch here, and yeah, we're going to get this iron. And the most extravagant adventure so far. I'm hoping I mean, if I do come across some diamonds, I will make an iron pickaxe on the move. Simply by obviously just making a crafting table and then making a furnace and whatever. We're going to keep heading down, and further down. We're now down to minus 50, so we're almost at diamond level here. So I might have to find some diamonds around this area, but this is actually a pretty insane cave. I didn't expect it to actually open up this much around here, as it has done. This is a pretty warm cave. It goes in multiple directions as well. Okay, so I don't want to get lost, obviously, so we need to make sure that we know the way out is right here next to this gold. That's one thing I need to remember. But did I see some iron? I thought I saw some iron. Did I see it back here, or did I pick it up? I'm not too sure. I think I picked it up. But yeah, I need to make a crafting table. So I'll be back into a minute once we have done that, and obviously got some more torches going, because we do need to do that. Okay, so torches acquired. It probably would have just been one long clip about me talking, because obviously it's pretty quick. And we're going to go this way first. It looks like this is probably going to be the dead end. I say that, but at the same time it doesn't look like it might be a dead end. Because why would it be a dead end? But yeah, it's a pretty mad cave so far. Not the most extravagant I've ever found, but I should come out to... what else? It to be a mob spawner. Interesting. So this has actually been a pretty profitable mining adventure so far. I found a zombie spawner, which is obviously always something great to find. One light up, so obviously nothing spawns here. But what do we get for our loot? Let's have a look what goodies we find. We get an iron ore armor, a name tag, some bones, some pumpkin seeds, some rotten flesh, a saddle. Then also we get another name tag, some gunpowder, some wheat, some bread, another name tag, some rotten flesh, a music disc. And yeah, we're just going to take all this stuff here. And yeah, we found a zombie spawner, which is obviously a great find to find. And I'm going to quickly just jot down the notifications there, not the notifications, the coordinates there, and have a drink of water, because my throat is becoming quite raspy, as you can tell. Okay, and just real quickly here, just in case I want to get this for the thumbnail, we're going to get a shot here of me, obviously, with the sword out maybe, and the zombie spawner in the background. That is decent. It might not be the thumbnail, but it also might be the thumbnail, who knows. But yeah, we've got that done there, and now obviously we're then going to continue our adventure, so let's cut to that real quickly. Okay, so as you can see, we now have an iron pickaxe, so we're going to get this redstone and this gold, obviously, just to start collecting it for stuff we might need in the future. Obviously the gold will be valuable for us when we head to the nether, and redstone will be nice for us to obviously make redstone contraptions, automated farms, and stuff like that. I do have plans to do in the future. It's also something I do want to make some automated farms. As of right now, I like doing it manually. It's kind of just nice to keep doing it manually. So obviously you have the, you know how much you have and stuff like that, and you kind of just keep on top of things when you do it manually. But did I see anything along this way that we needed to get? I believe might have been something down here that I could have mined some redstone here. I knew there was. So I get this redstone as well. Obviously we get XP as well for this, so we're going to get this. And obviously, I think next episode we might come back and so at the zombie spawners. Obviously that's a pretty good find, but one thing I might need to do real quickly is get another thumbnail shot, so I'm going to do that real quickly and just get that done out of the way, and have that in the video as well. And here we are for thumbnail shot potential 2, just in case I want to use any of these for the thumbnail. Let's just get some more shots of the zombie spawn and everything obviously as well. And yeah, let's continue the adventure. We're probably going to head back and then do the outro and whatever, just in case there's anything else I need to do as well. I'll document that on the way back as well. Okay, yeah, so that is obviously going to call it for this episode. As you can see, we did get a decent amount done in this episode, not the most adventurous episode we can do in this series, but I can see we've got a bunch of cows now in our pen, as we built this earlier in the episode, and we obviously now have it populated. And also from the chickens, we'll check on those. We've got a bunch of eggs we can collect here, which is obviously always great, but at the end of the episode, did we get lucky with 1 egg? We do. That's great. So leave a like for that fact right there. And now we're going to head back to the house there, put some stuff away, which is basically just the food. And if you're wondering how we got some mutton and some wool, it's basically 20 episode off. I did want to go out and get a dog, but unfortunately we don't have enough bones to tame it, so we are going to do that next episode, hopefully, or whenever we get enough bones. I did give it, I believe, 7 bones altogether, or 8 bones, and it apparently wasn't enough to tame it, so that is not great. But we do have it safely kept away in a little box where we left it, so we can go back and get it next episode. But obviously, also this episode we did build this. Obviously, we've got our farm going on down here for the most part. Anyway, we need to obviously fill out the rest of it. And as you can see here as well, we've got the potatoes growing. Obviously that one's carrots, that one's wheat so far. And then this is going to be our nether portal room. So we need to get this done at some point. If you have any ideas for how we can design this, let me know, because I'm all for ideas as well. Because obviously I do want to have it like a nether designed room, so it kind of fits in, and it's like a portal to another dimension type thing. Like it's kind of like broken through type thing. I did want to build it into the wall and then have it sort of like reaching outwards, but I feel like having it in a certain kind of works as well. Then we can have it like reaching out and taking over the wall and stuff like that in the roof, and like that's working with the veins and stuff and make that look good. But yeah, that's gonna call it for this episode. And next episode we are going to do some more adventuring as well. We're hopefully going to get a dog. We're going to work on that zombie spawner we got as well, so we are going to make a zombie spawner next episode. But I'm going to end this episode here, so don't forget to drop a like if you've enjoyed this episode. I want to see more of this series, and keep watching this far. I do appreciate you watching this far, and do drop a like as well as subscribing to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.